So where am I at with Warwickshire Police? So over 3 years since the theft of £19,640 worth of valuables from my home, 1,299 days to be precise, where are we up to? Well, we are absolutely nowhere, and that figures. You see, Warwickshire Police do not want to admit that one or more of their officers are thieving scum. The Chief Constable hides behind the skirt of a certain Inspector Ryan. He simply refuses to deal with the issue and states that the Chief Constable cannot deal with it. Absolutely outrageous. They say that they have a professional standards department. Really? I personally do not believe that the Professional Standards Department actually exists, as I have never seen any professionalism from a Warwickshire police officer with my own eyes. Maybe they are confusing a Professional Standards Department with a lack of Professional Standards Department. The new Chief Constable wrote an open letter to communities in Warwickshire when he was appointed. What a load of rubbish he wrote. If he was going to do as he said, he would have at least looked at this particular case and taken action. You can read that letter here. So residents of Warwickshire have at least one police officer and possibly more who is a thief, and a police force that cannot be bothered to find a thief or thieves in their own ranks and bring them to book. What a cosseted life police officers of certain persuasions must lead in Warwickshire. A force that would appear to like controversy and employ staff with, shall we say, difficult backgrounds. According to this link, Warwickshire Police FOI, evasiveness over Robert Tedds. UKCP, the previous Chief Constable was married to a sex offender. Uncle Google is able to provide plenty more examples of Warwickshire Police staff acting in a corrupt or incompetent fashion. You can gain a sense of the tip of the iceberg here, Warwickshire Archives UKCP. Further to this is the fact they have not yet responded to a subject access request notice for me under the Data Protection Act. This request is nearly a year overdue. I once said that I think that myself and my fellow residents of Warwickshire would be a lot safer if policing in Warwickshire was outsourced to a third party. I say that completely disregarding the fact that I was once asked to review a business plan for a private police force. No, I think an organization such as the Irish Republican Army would be a much more public safety-centric option. Tomorrow, we will reach 1,300 days since the date of the theft. On the 1,500th day I shall throw another police corruption party to celebrate the lack of professionalism within Warwickshire Police. I will even make another speech at this event. The Chief Constable and the PCC and his deputy will all be invited as they were last time. Those of you with good memories will remember that they failed to even RSVP to the last party at 1,000 days. Absolute spineless, gutless, gumptionless cowards. A list of the stolen items is below. Item replacement value ref. 12xms Surface tablets 1x 2GB RAM, 32GB HD. 1x256GB HD 8GB RAM x2 pound 2000.00 Bentworkspigs 01. 2 Lenovo laptop x2 pound 1500.00 Bentworkspigs 02. 3 Samsung tablet S3 pound 600.00 Bentworkspigs 03. 4 5 TB hard drive pound 200.00 Bentworkspigs 04. 5 black leather folder pound 100.00 Bentworkspigs 05. 6 Motorola mobile phone G5. Pound 150.00 Bentworkspigs 06. 7 £20 from bedside table pound 20.00 Bentworkspigs 07. 8 £20 from bag pound 20.00 Bentworkspigs 08. £9.20 from Filofax £20.00 Bentwalkspigs 09. £10.20 from Wallet £20.00 Bentwalkspigs 010. £11.15 from Jacket £20.00 Bentwalkspigs 011. 12 small silver case £130.00 Bentwalkspigs 012. 13 smock varp x £1.50.00 Bentwalkspigs 013. 14 8x microsed cards £400.00 Bentwalkspigs 014. 15 2x memory sticks £90.00 Bentwalkspigs 015. 16 1x fossil smartwatch £250.00 Bentwalkspigs 016. 17 1x Casio digital watch £70.00 Bentwalkspigs 017. 18 1x Breitling watch £14,000 Bentwalkspigs 018. I have also updated my police policy as below to increase the cordon between me and police officers for the benefit of my security to 200 meters. If I have to increase it again, the increase will be to 1 kilometer. What one we will have as the nearest police station is 700 meters from my house as the crow flies. The updated policy is below. Policy of Mr. C. Guinness in respect of the police. First issued, the 16th of February 2024 12 GMT. Last updated, the 25th of February 2025. With effect from 12 GMT the 16th of February 2024 the following applies in respect of any UK police officer. This is updated from the 25th of February 2025 at 12 GMT. Amendments should be noted and communicated to all officers. The security threat to Mr. C. Guinness from police officers is rated as critical. The safety threat to Mr. C. Guinness from police officers is rated as critical. No on-duty or off-duty police officer is to come within 200 meters of Mr. C. Guinness or his personal premises unless they have been called by Mr. C. Guinness via 101 or 999 or if they have a meeting request filled out in full on their person. This also applies to former police officers. The only excusal is if they have a warrant of arrest signed by a judge in their possession. This includes officers driving past in vehicles. Any police officer present on the personal premises of Mr. Guinness will have to be searched on their departure by Mr. C. Guinness or an independent and capable to ensure that they have not wrongfully removed any property. Action will be taken against any officer doing so. Any verbal communication between any on-duty or off-duty police officer or former police officer is to have an independent witness and Mr. C. Guinness will record via whatever devices he deems appropriate the conversation. These recordings may be placed in the public domain at the discretion of Mr. C. Guinness. Police officers breaching this may be billed personally under the time-wasting policy of Mr. C. Guinness for any breach of this policy. All serving police staff, former police staff, or their families will be addressed as Bent Pig either verbally or in writing. All serving police staff, former police staff or their families are now viewed by Mr. C. Guinness to be as much of a security threat as a terrorist organization. Ends.